Good day, Virgo viewers. I am Sarah B, and you're tuning into Just Be Tarot. Thank you for your amazing energy. Thank you for hanging out with me, and thank you for clicking on like and subscribing to my channel, and also for hitting that notification bell that will let you know when I'm going live or posting new readings. I was just shuffling for the overall energy for the Virgo collective for June 2025. This is a general reading, not personal, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. If you'd like to book a personal reading, please see below in the description box. I'd be glad to help you out with that. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Spirit, I'm shuffling for the overall energy for Virgo for June 2025. What is it that the Virgo collective needs to hear for their greatest good? For June 2025, shuffling for Virgo. Thank you. Okay, so we have the wall, obstacles. We have overwhelmed and plenty, overflow. Feast of plenty, choices and their consequences. All right, so I feel like there are definitely some goals that you'd like to attain in June, in the next upcoming months. This might be throughout the summer, that you're really trying to make sure some goals get met in your life. This might be because you are experiencing some kind of change or some kind of transition that's going on, but you want to make sure that, you know, there are certain things that are touched on before you can move on. But you might be coming into some hiccups. All right, there might be some things that get in your way. Even no matter how much you're prepared for something, you're always, or most of the time, going to find these hiccups get in the way. Something that's unplanned will pop up. Now, I was told 5 and 6, if you add them together, it's 11. Now, the 2 of Wands talks about separation. So what you might sense here is like a separation or a disengagement with somebody over the next month. You might have, you might feel like you're cut off from somebody, or like you're left out, or that, you know, you are separated from somebody that you care about. You might find this difficult to deal with, which is why it might be considered an obstacle. Maybe you're used to doing things together. Maybe you are not normally doing stuff on your own, but Spirit wants to know that you're capable. You're capable of getting through these obstacles. You're given the tools to move forward. Spirit always has your back and is always going to give you the tools to move forward, whether that be giving you downloads, or they might be providing other people to help you. But there's always going to be somebody, something, or some notion there that is going to help you move past these obstacles. Now we have overflow. Okay, so once you get through these obstacles, we are looking at all your desires being met. You are, overflow is like the Ace of Cups. How that, if you think about it in the Rider-Waite Tarot, how it's overflowing with love, with goodness, with abundance. That's what we're talking about here with this overflow. Having plenty of everything and being appreciative towards it. You have to have a certain gratitude in your life. And Spirit's saying, be grateful. Be grateful for what you have. Everything is overflowing if you look at it. You have more than enough to get you through these times that you feel like you have a blockage. There is more than enough in your life, and you have to appreciate that first before you move into more abundance. because that gratitude energy is going to bring more abundance into your energy. And then we have choices and consequences. Now, sometimes we are forced to make some choices that, you know, we don't necessarily like to make. And as with the 5 and the 6 add up to 11, and that was, you know, the separation, I was told here to show you this 2. And I hear 2 of Swords. Do you see the 2? 2 of Swords. Making choices. But not on a whim. Make sure you have plenty of knowledge about it. Not to act off the seat of your pants is what I just heard. Seat of your pants. To really concentrate and do things in a mindful fashion. To make sure that what you're doing is not karmic. To make sure what you're doing, you know the consequences of. Because once these decisions are made, a lot of the times you can't. Excuse me. Oh, that could be a throat chakra issue. You might have trouble communicating, or maybe you're saying too much, is what I just got. So maybe you're talking to the wrong people. Maybe you're spreading gossip. But yeah, I just got stifled there with my voice. So that could mean something along the lines of communication. But this could be making sure you know the consequences of your actions. Thinking things through. Deciding on what's best for you and your energy and your integrity. And doing the right thing. I was also told to show you this B. B is a sign of hard work. Workers. And also, I'm just B Tarot. And my B stands for be evolving every day. So this could talk about evolving. This could talk about growing through the consequences of previous actions and knowing better to not do that again. But be mindful of the choices you're making. Don't overthink, but definitely make sure you're making informed decisions and be mindful of the decisions you're making. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to tarot. All right, Spirit, I am shuffling for the Virgo Collective. And what messages do we have for our Virgos this month, June 2025? What are the messages for Virgo? What's the messages for Virgo? Messages for Virgo. Messages for Virgo. What do they need? Messages do they need to know? Thank you. Through June. Shuffling for June. Messages for Virgo. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so what do we have here? I'm getting a feeling of anxiety, of anxiousness, of not knowing, wanting to know everything right now, being unsettled with this 9 of Wands energy. Being unsettled, feeling like you are anxious. You might be losing sleep over a thought or a decision you have to make. This could be a decision that you need to make and not want to make. This could be thinking about the obstacles that are popping up and how you need to solve them. This is a feeling of you're up in your head, you're anxious. But then we have this Queen of Cups energy, which is giving the having plenty, remembering that you have plenty, remembering and acknowledging that you've come so far. The things that you have now, you were wishing for a year ago. And remembering that you are in this Queen of Cups energy. You're filled with love, and you're filled with empathy, and you're filled with compassion. And people look at you in this way. People look at you and see this compassion and see this love and feel it in your energy. They feel like you're a warm, safe place. So they can confide in you, so they can love on you, so they can be in your energy and see you as light and love. So it's like you might be feeling like this in the background, but you are giving this vibe. People see you as somebody who is graceful, who has it all together, and who's a safe place, who will put their things on the back burner to help somebody else. We have the Moon card in reverse, and we have the Tower in reverse. So there are planned changes coming in. There are things that are going to be taking place. There are things that you need to be prepared for, or things that you are preparing for. Things might be changing in your maybe your where you're living. You could be moving or being prepared to move, or you could be maybe somebody, a member of your family, is going to school or leaving the nest, or maybe you are have a bunch of kids leaving, flying the coop, or whatever they say. But there is also something that's going to be revealed here to you. This might be a message that is going to be revealed. Maybe somebody's telling you something that you have been waiting to hear. But this is a secret, like I said, you've been waiting for. This is a change that you've been waiting to make. So I do feel like something is going to come to the forefront in the month of June, maybe early July. And it's going to definitely be changes that you need to make. Like I said, there might be obstacles with that the wall. You might come into certain obstacles, certain things might trigger you, certain things might go awry, but you have to remember the goal. Whatever goal that you're putting forth, whatever changes that you have set, is where you need to focus. Yes, there are things that are going to pop up, but it's important to remember what the bottom line is, in that you are this energy. You're going to stand tall with your cup that's overflowing, and you're going to say, yeah, guess what? I got this. No matter what comes into my energy, I got this. Everybody else can act a fool. Things can come up in your energy, but you're going to put this and all the rest of that energy aside, and you're going to walk tall and with a purpose. All right, so let's move on to some more messages for our Virgos. Thank you. This is obstacles, feeling stuck, feeling like energy is not coming in for you. Thank you. Needing to let go of something. Needing to let go of, I just heard of what people think. Needing to let go of the way, maybe it's like letting go of the past, letting go of memories that don't fit you or suit you anymore. Letting go of previous energy. Ooh. This might be for some of you. Some of you might be in a little bit of a hiccup. We have Queen of Cups energy and the King of Cups in reverse. So somebody may be finding out that somebody who they're interested in, love is not reciprocated. Or there might be a fight that happens. Or somebody saying, you know what, I am tired the way you're acting right now, there is no, I don't have any desire for you. I can't share my emotions with you. This person might be emotionally unavailable, and they're not able to be with you the way they want you to be with them. This person you might find being standoffish or not wanting to be in your energy. This is why you might need to let go of this situation. This might be why you have anxiety and that things need to change. This could be the change coming into your energy. This could you needing to react to this energy of emotional unavailability with your partner, or with this could be romantic, this could be somebody you're not seeing eye to eye, somebody who can't meet you where you need to be. What else do we have, Spirit? That's a tough energy when because it's like you're handing them your cup up, because the two of these people together are the Two of Cups energy. You know, when these people are in the upright, they're the Two of Cups energy. I mean, it doesn't mean that there's going to be a separation, or, you know, this means that they're not emotionally available, because the Cup of Love is emotions. The Cup of Love is putting forth love, or that loving feeling or actions, or, you know, this, but they're not doing that. They're unreachable right now as far as emotions are concerned. So they might be going through something. They might be dealing with something on their end that you don't know about. So you might need to give them some time. So that might be one of the obstacles you're dealing with. But like I said, with this moon in reverse, I do see something that's coming into to light. Yeah, so you're going to be enlightened here. Just one more card, Spirit. Anything else for Virgo? Thank you. Yeah, this might be somebody's ego getting in the way. Somebody not knowing how to deal with something. Somebody needing to work on themselves. This could be you or this King energy. Maybe you are the King energy and somebody else in your energy is the Queen energy, depending how it is in your situation. But like I said, it is an obstacle here. There is something going on that I don't think you're aware of yet. There's something going on behind the scenes. And it will come into light. But let's see. But I feel like it's not going to come into the light anytime soon. All right. I'm sorry I couldn't be more useful with that. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of changes coming in for you. You're going to see a lot of changes. I just heard back burner. You might be feel like you're being put on the back burner while somebody works through stuff, or is you know, whatever's going on behind the scenes. You might feel like you're being put on the back burner. Thank you. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Agape, devotion, unconditional love. What if instead of putting yourself at the center of your spiritual practice, you put God, Goddess, or nature at the center? How would this change your approach? Such is the energy of agape. It is alive when we are in awe and wonder, our breath taken away by the sacred force that surrounds us and asks for nothing in return. This card indicates a spiritual initiation that stretches your captivity. That strengthens your capacity to love and serve. You sense the earthly as heavenly and vice versa. Such an itinerary moment can appear in any form, and like a healing balm to the modern soul, its effects last a lifetime. The agape card may also suggest you reassess what you worship every day, consciously or unconsciously. What are you elevating? That's a good question. Where does the sacred ladder you climb ultimately lead to? Service, reverence, honor, joy. The Greek word agape informs the English word agape. To have the mouth agape is to be awestruck by something of breathtaking delight. We are made humble once again. Agape. That one line. The agape card may also suggest you reassess what you worship every day, consciously or unconsciously. What do we put first in our lives on a daily basis? Something to think about. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for your amazing energy. Thank you for clicking on like and subscribing to my channel, and also hitting that notification bell. That will let you know when I'm going live or posting new readings. I go live every Monday and Thursday between 6:30 and 7 Eastern Time, but I have been known to go rogue every once in a while and pop up with a impromptu live. So you want to click that notification bell. That will let you know when I'm doing that. All right, thank you for hanging out with me. If I don't see you on one of my lives, I'll see you next time. Bye, Virgo.